still managed to pick up a lot of the power picks. And Team Impulse kind of had to make sure they go all in on the initiation right at the end, which made the lane matchups for Team.
Up to the brush, no word from Lorlo just yet. This will be the flash on 5 minutes. Nice mark. The shield goes on to mitigate some of the early damage, but he should be able to make it under the turret. Gets himself in front of the enemy. Oh, Proxen, no! Goes in, he's getting the attacks! That's the passive! That's the Riptide! And Cat already in the face of Proxen. Dardoch says, you may have a kill. I'm still gonna try to mess with your jungle. We'll see how Fang can get back into this one. Gade taking quite a bit of damage. Great focus from Piglet and Matt. Mash is on the side trying to deal damage. Piglet doesn't even really see him. That double TP coming in. One is stopped. That's going to be Fang staying in the top lane. And both have been top. Another jungler dies. Oh, this one is going to go well for Team Liquid. Oh, no. Wow. This game right now, back and forth. Each lane, but it seems to have backfired so far. Lorlo.
A level 6 Nautilus.
Gonna get a hit on Fang. That's the flash down, so he doesn't have any more ground to gain. And that's a nice hit. But setting things up here for Dardoch. Pink ward's down the lane. Gate's gonna walk right into this one. The ward just to the left to get the angle on the kick that he wanted. So we'll see. Dragon now going over to Team Liquid. Proxen's been in the face, Dardoch has been in the face of Proxen even after we saw him in the top lane, making sure the cat stays down. And again, just in time. Matt is 6, so it should be soon for Gate.
Yeah, well, they're going to try and stop. Piglet gets rooted.
Oh, Matt, step back. Piglet took quite a bit of damage. Double hit. Fang misses with the flashes from Liquid. They're under period. Gate and Mash now into the turret. Dardoch went a little too hard. Now we're back to Liquid side. 3 on the outside of the turret, but they have grabbed 2 for 1 with quite a few summoners being blown.
More damage than Rumble Ultimate, so
again,
they're going to look to continue
this. Malphite under the turret, another shot, Phoenix forward, it's the Frost Bomb connection, and now they're on to... Nothing has been done to fix it. Liquid's able to grab another objective. They actually all turn and have to back up, not knowing what the sides provide for Liquid. They don't know where the team is. Bang ulted in on the Sonyas. Phoenix gets out alive. They're going to be able to start backing up on this one. Nobody's down. The Howling Gale right on the mat. He gets the heal, but he does go down. Fang tries to get himself back in, but they've wasted quite a bit here. I say used quite a bit to get what they've had in the fight. Lorlo very low, but gets a nice Storm Shield in from that. He's going to go down. Wow, what play's coming across? Yep.
Why do we decide to do that random dive?
I figured out when that hit came in. And we were just talking about that too. Fate goes down, just Piglet was hit. Fang is there. Whoa! Dardoch flies straight through. Fang's in a 4v1. Dardoch tries to fly back to help the team. Monsoon to get Fang out of the fight and take the rock down. What a ping pong of a fight. A magical journey means a double kill here for Piglet. And Liquid danced that one out.
Yeah, Dardoch saw the play, and he made the play right there. He went way into Team Impulse to make that kickback. Now it's 5v3 at Baron. Maybe Proxen tries for a steal. He has Flash and Smite. Oh dear.
Oh no. Okay, Matt's all right. Dardoch had the Smite. They were smart enough to get it down. And a very valiant try as he stands in the inhibitor turret. He's like, deterred? What do you mean deterred? This laser? Oh, Piglet gets out. He's actually going to get the heal down. Monsoon's there. Whoa, Mash goes real hard for that, but there is follow-up from the team to start pushing off Liquid. They were overstaying their welcome a little bit, but can they manage that? Phoenix dives right into the fight. There's the kill from Dardoch. 2 for Phoenix. The lock onto Proxen. The cat could be going down, but it looks like he's able to skitter away safely, trying to get that over the shoulder onto Matt. This is such a back and forth. Liquid's trying to go for the kills, but they know the eyes on the prize is the Nexus, so they start on the inhibitor.
Yeah, the luxury of having 2 marksmen right there. Piglet goes down, but Phoenix still pumps out a tremendous amount of damage to this stage in the game. They're looking to end it.
It's going to be the first Nexus turret here. A quite clean game coming in from Team Liquid after their 0-2 week and feeling pretty good about this one. A few more kills to rack up the stats. 6-0-7 for Phoenix on that one. And Liquid coming up with a very nice win. 27 minutes in, 18-3. Team Liquid takes down Team Impulse.
Yeah, and that's exactly the way that Team Liquid kind of general do everything champion. And you don't get counter pick value out of that very last pick. Even so, Corki's one of those champions that doesn't have too many hard counters. It still fits.
He still have himself in a pretty big amount of trouble. That's one. If he flashes over the wall, he's going to find Keith and instantly locked down by the concussive blows. Great kill. First blood going over to Fox.
Yeah. 80 seconds. CBR's is 25% currently. And it's going to be a dragon. TSM continuing to just play this early game quite well. Team who is statistically stronger than them, so this is very dangerous by Echo Fox. They're hoping TSM would find a limit. There comes the TP.
Needlessly large rod for Bjergsen now, looking for where the ball goes for an ultimate here. It's on Yellow Star. He starts to back out, wait for the combo. Big now in the front. Unbreakable is up. Once that goes down, there's much more of a chance for this ult to happen. And look at Bjergsen just sets it in the middle, trying to hold it.
KFO's up so far. He wants to fight.
Bits of damage being traded back and forth. KFO with the flash in, hit out, 3-man shockwave. There goes the Thunder Lords. They're onto Froggenhouse. He's forced to flash, and it's onto Big. Bjergsen, the move and dissonance to take down Key. And that's going to be the double kill. More than that, though, 3 overall just for Svenskeren. The Dragon is still TSM's.
Yep, TSM was statistically stronger, and Echo Fox was posturing very aggressively. TSM properly punishes right there. River, unless Fox was willing to teleport in now, they're going to lose that maturity. Oh, man.
Onto hard. Double lift staying on the side of the wall there. Can't really be busted up by a cask if he was in that position. That'll bust him up, though. KFO goes in. He's quite big. And Froggen right to the back of the fight, but he doesn't want to be there at all. He got in, looked before he leaped, and couldn't get out. KFO actually stays alive after the initial
team fighting composition. He's just not strong enough yet. Double lift just a little bit off his game, you know? So TSM looking to turn a fight. Yellow Star was the rest. They're going to finish the Baron, actually.
Big and Yellow Star. Ships passing in the night, right by each other. The smite from Svenskeren takes Baron. And this is not going to be a fight. They're actually trying to disengage it somewhat. No! Echo Fox wants it. That's a big hit. The crowd control kind of lapsed on each other there, so they didn't hold TSM down for too long. And TSM's firing back. Froggen's trying to do the same with the Rockets. And Echo Fox really had no part in losing their jungler outside the base. Could have been fighting within the walls. They have the ability to fight under these inhibitors and make something happen, but not now.
Oh, kind of cut off.
Hard is going to be back quite soon. Remember, home guards are still there. Yellow Star goes in. That's a shockwave once again on 3, and it just shreds the team of Echo Fox along with Double Lift's Rend. Team Solomid starts to move in for the victory. They're going for a few more kills. Svenskeren sinks his fangs down into Keith. And Haunter's going to give a little dance on the fountain. That's going to be the Nexus turrets in the eyes of TSM. A very methodical game, 11-2. In a 14,000 gold lead. Eyes on the Nexus, another 50 gold in their pockets. That's going to be Team Solomid taking down Echo Fox.
Yeah, very decisive win here for Team Solomid. After they had lost 2 games in week 6, and with Echo Fox having a 4-game winning streak coming into this one, TSM puts a stop to all of that with this win. Only 30 minutes. They give up 2 kills. They win every team fight. Bjergsen's Orianna was dominant.
Yes. Very nicely played in lane. You know, people keep picking these champions that are going to push them into the turret. He picks one that's going to be all right with that, even though it does become slightly difficult in the early stages to level with farm. Does it well. Froggen still put on the pressure, just could not seem to get it going. Echo Fox still seemed to be able to play their game, but the openings weren't there from TSM. They didn't let anything happen that would make them fall behind.
Yeah, and
it was very clean.
Exactly. It's the Echo Fox we've actually seen during their 4-game winning streak. It's just, it didn't work this time.
Right.
Against Team Solomid. Their draft was the same, their in-game style was the same, but when they tried to initiate the team fights, they just got outplayed. For the most part, they had slight goal disadvantages before them, but it's not like the initiations were clean. The difference between 4-man Malphite ultimates and Malphite ultimates that hit Elise is drastic.
You're gonna vault one's gonna be able to pretty much dash and catch you. So if they do prioritize that top lane, it's not a swap, that could be the trouble they provide.
Yes, a lot of very squishy targets on Immortals, but a lot of pick and kite potential as they keep up in CS. But it's really this bottom lane that's been so aggressive, and mainly Darshan is able to go aggressive because they've had eyes on Reignover for so long, and they're going to look to dive Huni here.
Huni
This is
just
big.
used that Q. He should have blind up in a few more. He's going to want to use that vault at the right time. He uses it to get back flashes. That's exactly what I was talking about. He wouldn't have one to get away from the other. He almost does it, but goes down in the end.
Oh,
in the perseverance of CLG. Rainover trying to find the fight. This could actually be a 2v1. He knows he doesn't have the abilities to go back into the fight, and Rainover gets himself killed. Now we'll fight the mid lane. He on the pole belter. That's low mana. But it was still focused onto Stixay. I don't think he was ready for it either. Blinking red has to be safe in lane. Rainover just wants to get around the map right now, but again, gets closed out. A third kill going over to Darshan as CLG is just...
This game. Well, this is an example of why, it's because CLG is kind of saying, no, we can do standard lanes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is the proper play. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, Turtle finishes it off. Nicely called. Out of Bloodthirst. Now towards the top, even more. Aframu's ultimate is quite down from being used in the bot lane. And does he have the Cosmic Binding? Turtle steps to the left. That was actually huge in positioning to save the kill. And Aframu will go down.
Yeah, 4-man roam up here from Immortals. Looks like they're going for Darshan too.
Once they get under that turret, they should be all right for a few. They're not even going to have to go that deep. Kills coming in for Immortals. 3-3 now.
So hard to keep this team down. COG goes for an aggressive move top lane, but they can't focus on the Soraka. Everyone gets healed back up to full, and they turn the fight around. Now they get the turret.
Complete hold on the game. Huni already being pushed out of the top. Darshan, he is trying to prevent exactly that from happening. Any type of advantage along with Darshan. Smithy takes down Huni. Very nicely done. They're going to get bottom turret, but Immortals is going to try to push hard here. Yeah,
the map pressure is fairly equatable right now. They're trying to finish off Pobelter. It's a bit of a turret trade going both sides.
Oh, that hit coming in from Huhi. One more. It's going to be finished off by Aframu as Huhi was locked down. And even Pobelter's fancy feet could...
Pesky Lux.
Oh, that may make Huni go hard. Huhi goes down as he actually gets himself into position to maybe mess with a few members over the wall.
Yeah, misposition there by Huhi for sure.
Yeah.
They just sent the Lux over, so maybe he thought he was a little bit safe, but yeah, we didn't catch the start of that. It looked like it was a Silence or Gragas that caught him.
Silence to get him caught in. Dragon number 2 going over to CLG. Oh, to get here at this time, he left that fight early, so CLG called it off. They know what the priority is, and that's going to be Huhi coming in.
Stixay.
Stixay.
Oh, what? Turtle is doing work this game.
Whoa!
Turtle fights off 2 people on his own and then cleans up the kill on Aframu on the backside. Oh, and Huni closes in too.
Wait a minute, I think Stixay is alive on this one. Oh, I don't know, Smithy didn't want it. They said don't go and fight. No, Stixay's out of mana.
Huni's got a lot of backup.
I missed that the first time. That's a dead Stixay. He gets slowed down first by the Mystic Shot. These guys just need to try and get out. Stixay helping. Smithy almost making it. Oh, he tries to back up, but it hits the tip of his nose. And Darshan is still having a party down here in the bot lane.
This is the game. We always praise Immortals for having so much map pressure, and every time you make a play, they're going to get a turret somewhere else. That's what COG is doing this game to Immortals. And now, this game's about to accelerate and go real fast. We have Immortals doing Baron. Darshan is trying to end the game.
This is the most go for broke call I have ever seen. They want the minions to try and stop the push, but will they have the HP to even get Baron? While Turtle's going to go down here. Huhi actually falls.
He's alive!
Turtle's alive! And
crap. Hard to keep up with.
No tank for them is definitely starting to come into play. Everybody on the team getting zeroed out. Stick with that. They're able to keep that confidence in the call.
Yeah, the other way that they could turn it around, they're going hard for a fight because they know it's coming.
He goes back, actually out of the Equinox, but he's gonna go down. Doesn't make it over the wall. And Immortals gain a bit of ground, champion-wise.
Yeah, this is the accelerating
and
factor
even more.
Right now. Darshan wants to try and end the game. Immortals is going for a 5v3 because there is no Darshan on the way. Stalling. It's all about stalling right now.
Perfect stall on the Tempered Fate for Baron. 3,400 there. Darshan is just about as close on the inhibitor. That's going to be the hit from Pobelter.
Baron recalls
Baron is theirs. 4-second Baron recall. Pobelter is going to be one of those guys going back to help. Fiora onto the turret. No! Huni is already back to save it. And now there's Baron minions they can hang out in the base with to push out the regulars coming in. Adrian gets stuck up by Aframu. Support wars here. Meeps versus Bananas. And it's going to be a tough one. The potion being healed up. The dance. The back. the camaraderie, and the love. This is what we're all here for.
Oh, and this game...
Immortals, they're going to be able to stop what could have been a 5-dragon rush here for CLG to get number, 4 in their first.
Very fast dude here.
That's a lock. After the vault, Mercurial Scimitar goes down. Huni is dead. The speed, the plays of Counter Logic Gaming to go cross the... Going to be very tough. They have now, they're organizing in conversation what to do on Immortal's side. It has to be the right one, as I said. Huni has already backed off. He doesn't even want to engage within range of these two members.
He cannot survive this. He cannot stop them without help because he's already used his QSS.
We're on to the Nexus. There's no Baron to have the backs in. CLG calls the audible on what was a 3-man Baron play, but it wasn't the right call. Turtle gets back in time. The Nexus stays alive, and we're up to 60 seconds on timers.
We knew Huni couldn't stop.
Number 2 basically getting themselves off the Iron Lung here, but still on it because that Nexus is wide open. If they can keep this push very far out and somebody hanging back, I don't know, how do you even defend this now?
Yeah, well, they know Huhi and Darshan are dead, and Wild Turtle kills Baron so fast. So Immortals is still going for Baron. The way they can defend is if they can secure this Baron, because that buys them more time.
Oh, it's Smithy, the time buyer of all time buyers. Can he do it? He's in there. It's the smite fight, 50-50. He steals it, and Counter Logic Gaming is very much still in it. Maybe on the path to victory with the follow-up fight. Reign over Solo.
There's
Darshan flying in. Darshan TP'd, but he wasn't actually able to get Baron. He's onto the Nexus. Does it even matter that Smithy just came up that big? Yes, it does. What a barn burner. Darshan, a few more hits. He gets it to go down. 42 minutes on the clock. Counter Logic Gaming defeats Immortals.
The undefeated split is not to be, as Counter Logic Gaming, with a crazy ending. If that smite doesn't go through, Immortals gets empowered recall and can come back and stop him.
They're back.
Smithy steal.
Wow.
They knock over a chair in celebration. Second time's a charm for CLG in their matchup against Immortals.
We said the first one was on a thread. And this one, it was all in favor of Counter Logic Gaming. You can see Immortals knows where the pain points were in that game, and they started very early. We learned a lot about this game, that Counter Logic Gaming can hold a semi-lead, then a strong lead, and hold it. Immortals can also stand very tall in being down. But that took everything Counter Logic Gaming had today to take that game, and they really brought it to the table.
Yeah, we just saw half a smile on Reignover's face as well. He knew it was a good game, and they got their shot.
Have that counter matchup for themselves, but it's pretty much a skill matchup now that Poppy's been nerfed. You can't do that 6 seconds of CC back to back to back with the nerf to Keeper's Verdict. But energy, their composition, the Zillion here takes the W first, of course. Hakuho. Yeah, fuck it up. They do split experience though, so no level 2s here.
And Moon's gonna get stunned. Whoa, gets straight to the backside. Has to play. Flash, Rend, auto attack would kill. Finally, Flash, then first blood. Energy don't leave in time. Punished by the Renegades invade.
And Moon, this guy, he's been having such a rough season, and when coming onto this team, there were a lot of expectations. He's surrounded by GBM and Impact, and he's been the person that everybody's been trying to exploit. Moon's play has been something that has asked a lot of questions, but Conquan as well, he's the other guy.
Whoa, knocked up by Crumbs, who would hit level 2 thanks to getting a bunch of XP. The flash chase, red buff, jump forward, energy, completely flopped the early game. This should be 2-0. Lod cannot save him even with the heal.
Wow.
What just happened?
People really love that Kog'Maw. He turns on much earlier than he did before, so he's not as exploitable. Yep. And then mid-game, it's up to your team to just group up 2-item power spike, 3 items before he gets the...
And even Alex is roaming down, so this bot lane tier 2 is under fire. Impact stuck under his own turret, will burn the TP. Moon to the backside, stuns up Freeze. Here comes the re-engage, only popped by Fiora. And here's the battle, and Freeze gets popped by the double bomb from GBM. The revives on the other team, no chance to get away there. Of course, kills it fast, but he has to manage that cooldown on his W pretty properly. Impact goes to zone people away, and that will be a dragon secure. That's number 2 right there. Renegades just walking away. They don't want to take the full engage. Is a real big risk. Lod Flash going in and jumped on it. Here comes the Monsoon to save his life for now. And Energy are now suddenly inside the base. Poppy is holding the inhibitor turret alive, where the rest of his team is knocking down the inhibitor itself on this right side of the map. 17 minutes in, Energy holding a numbers advantage, slowly whittling this structure down. Lod putting in the auto attacks. Inhibitor should be falling here. As Crumbs continues to get knocked farther and farther down. Moon to jump into the air, now jump on towards Seraph. Bit of damage done. Inhibitor finally does fall. That is an inhibitor plus inhibitor turret taken on the really efficient gold coming in. Easy Dragon 3. Energy are just completely in control despite being behind.
And
Moon chunked a little bit down. Lod getting plenty of damage, of course, but now they have to kite back. Jeez, Crumbs just refusing to respect how much damage Kog'Maw deals.
yeah, that range too, but there goes Impact.
Really putting some damage onto him. They trade back and forth. Ooh, nice double bomb. Hakuho forced to get ulted out by Cliff, so the re-engage onto the inhibitor. The knockup onto Lod, who went too far forward. They pile drive, but the Janus shield comes up and keeps him alive thanks to Monsoon. Lod is not dead, and in fact, he sniped out Crumbs. A 1-for-0 to the favor of Energy, plus the inhibitor, plus the walk away save.
Seraph.
There was no flash on this Rek'Sai, which means Steadfast Presence just stops the tunnel in.
Yeah, if Poppy can stop this, possibly ulti him out, but they just want to fight.
Looking for the play. Hakuho stunned up, taken down. Moon gets the execute, and now Crumbs running away from Lod, whose W is going to time out. He's here. Now Freeze is dead. Hakuho can run back across the map, but no, Seraph has to hold
Run at him.
Crumbs. I can't see him possibly making this work. Now Alex has just lost a flash. Energy goes right back to Baron. Says, that's cute, you tried, you're still not going to stop us. Moon, low on health, will get the smite, I assume. Alex pretty far away, will not do what GBM did so many weeks ago. No Victor steal here. Impact. Yeah. Renegades could have just said, you know what, you're right. You got the Baron. Instead, they tried to stop it, lost a kill. Try to stop it, lost a kill. Try to stop it, lost a kill. Already going in for the play. Knock up on a Freeze. They can't quite stun him against the wall, but they've blown up Alex Hitch already. Hakuho pulled out by Fate's call, but will it really matter here? Impact tanking the front line. Moon also just zoning him away as best as he possibly can. Middle inhibitor going to be going down. Well played game so far by Energy. Going back to the scene of the crime, knocking down that inhibitor again and again to make sure they had the map control to play for the objectives. They've continued to do so. Now the dive out of the back line. Hakuho goes down. Impact can't die possibly at all. The tank's just getting shredded. Lod continues to kill basically everybody, and Energy picking up right where they left off, taking his opponents down as usual. Sub 30-minute win, as you would have expected from Energy over Renegades. Taking care of business with properly played League of Legends.
And Energy get a much-needed win there.
Yeah.
To start off Week 7. They play Renegades and Impulse. Possibly going 2-0 this week will help them stay in playoff position.
And Lod did the most damage on the team.
Yep.
To be fair, that is Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw typically does that.
And around that point in the game, too.
Sure.
So they played around him incredibly well. I loved the composition again. We saw Zilly and Poppy be a gigantic threat in the hands of Energy previously, and then you saw on the other side, the Renegades, they didn't do too much damage this game. Freeze was locked down, he was targeted. Seraph was basically having to split push the entire time, and when they gave up that trade, tier 2 for tier 2, but then so much more went over to Energy. They ended up getting the inhibitor turret. They ended up getting the inhibitor, and that's where the pressure came in for the rest of the game that put Seraph in a lane and made him useless. He was occupied the entire time.
Yep. Well, when you have to sit there fighting supers the entire time, they don't have vitals. They're robots. They don't have feelings the same way. And no easy split push here for the Fiora. And Freeze, I mean, can't help but feel frustrated. They started that game pretty much the best you possibly could have.
Yep.
A failed invade in favor of Renegades on both sides of the map. They were up in gold for 95% of this game. And it is always a possibility. C9 picking a lot of very interesting things for themselves. You mentioned assassination power is definitely there. And really, both these comps look fairly... This 2-on-2.
Oh.
And Balls is free.
They see Rush, they see Rush.
Oh, and Rush gets stunned up. Cocoon comes in. The headbutt pulverizes exhaust from high to try to keep Kirei's damage down. Rush still taking damage. Low on health bars, but Sneaky is in to deal some damage. He'll knock down Kirei for first blood and a red buff. And he's going to keep going doubles, actually, on this Lucian. Team Dignitas.
Kirei forced a flash. Sneaky with the cleanup. Good target selection. Rush.
Meanwhile, picking on the Spider, down she goes. Balls gets the kill, 2-0 C9, as they did exactly what they were supposed to when a giant wave shows up here. Now Billy Boss in danger. Balls level 5 though. Body slam, barrel, Q flashing away. He will survive. That dive was, but good luck Billy Boss here. Stunned under the turret, but an image out there. Apollo also rooted up. He's gonna die for this one. True shot barrage doesn't matter. Sneaky says thank you very much for the goal.
turn.
And now the turn by Billy Boss, but he's got no health left. Nice explosive cast by Rush to knock everyone away. Kiwi says, just kidding, guys, it was a prank. Please.
The dive, he gets that extra movement speed too.
And Kiwi Kid headbutts out of the drop zone. Level 5 flash stun comes in, pulverizes down, and gets assassinated. The true shot, not even there for it.
Looking for Shifter.
And he's gonna find him. Wow, beautiful body slam and explosive cast, perfectly executed. Sneaky walks away from the turret. At least it's even want to rush. And similarly, you're seeing, oh, nice reflex black shield by High. Can just ignore Kiwi Kid now. He burned every meaningful cooldown and is gonna get stunned up once again by the Morgana. The ulti is gone. He's the bind. Here's the kill. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Cloud9 7-0 in this one. Jensen gets a charm, but now jungle.
Yeah, they're going to try and make a play here, see what happens, because Apollo's in the bot side.
Pulverize into charm into damage. The flash away, Kiwi Kid. Still gets explosive cast into the team. Level 6 on Alistair. Chunk. Goodbye, Jensen. Deletes Alistair. He could have actually gone to the menu wave to block skill shots.
Called into question the first half of the split, but then they just turned it on. Jensen became this guy who's
Apollo,
just bodying fools.
He saw you. Goodbye. Solo kill for Sneaky.
It's so sneaky.
Kiray's favorite and ostensibly best champion being Elise. Rush with his first Gragas. And Team Dignitas just cannot catch a break. Down 10,000 gold in 19 minutes. Grand Skyfall in. Shifter falls. Kiwi Kid headbutts, pulverizes balls. He's a fairly squishy Pantheon running for his life and staying alive. Rush might be next up. They knock Billy Bounce across the wall, but Rush has nowhere to go. He's trying to run Apollo. Can't quite get the damage down. Sneaky flashing out of the base.
Where? Apollo, consistent, might get caught out here.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side of this one. Arcane shifts away, still taking culling in the back, and down below 1,000 health. Sneaky and Rush ready to chase him down. So the rest of the team has to go do something. Team Dignitas need to get a bit of a push going somewhere else on the map. Woo! True Shot Barrage nearly took down Sneaky, but yeah, he is dead.
Yeah, if that True Shot Barrage had made, they got a little overzealous there, and now they've lost some steam. Shifter lands a charm.
Charm into jump forward. Apollo doing plenty of damage. The cocoon lands and the flash makes it happen. A shutdown. Dignitas finding something to do. Now, a potential 5v4 TP in from Billy Boss, but Apollo is dead. Jensen deletes him, so no AD carries. And now Billy Boss stunned up, taken down. A double for Jensen's LeBlanc. Kiwi Kid on the run, running for dear life, and that should be a distortion for a kill. A triple for Jensen. Can they chase more? Rush flashes in. Explosive cast. Knocks in Kirei, who repels up into the air.
He's gotta
finds
get
it slow, finds a turret shot. Here's the attacks. Jensen could go for the Quadra. He's gonna get it unofficially, and Shifter's on the run. Balls and Rush to chase. The slow is there. One hit'll do it, and they give it over to the Pantheon. 4 kills for Jensen, 1 for Balls. And
Be there on the Baron,
but it's
and
still
they're out of mana.
Baron.
And here come some members.
True Shot Barrage.
Undisturbed. And Billy Boss after Balls.
Well, headbutt, pulverize, damage up it. Sterix doesn't matter. Big AoE heal. There's no chance Dignitas dies, and they will get another shutdown kill. So they're finding these
Play. Sure, you stop Balls with 3 members, but then it's a 2-on-4 on the other side of the map.
Yep, so inhibitor turret goes down. The rest of Dignitas heals up. They've got home guards 20 minutes in, so they can maybe go back in for more. They still actually have. Oh, he jumps over it and just takes freaking people down. A lot of damage dealt back and forth. No one has died just yet. The inhibitor is gone. The explosive cast puts the team right back in. Kiwi Kid running for dear life will still be killed off by Jensen. Now Sneaky's low. High puts the pool under Kirei. Plenty of damage. Shifter wants in. Can he get it? Almost! And he does! He gets 1, but it's only the 1 kill. Apollo rooted up. Jensen deletes the poor man. Ezreal is dead. A 3-for-1 inside the base.
If they were able to actually finish off walking up to hit these turrets as a Gragas.
Kiwi Kid just does not do damage to an Alistair, so Kirei gets deleted. Picked up there by Ball's Pantheon. Bottom lane inhibitor going to be taken down. Binding on an ultless Alistair. Will it go in? Jensen will. And he's going to have the damage. Picks off another champion. Legendary here on the LeBlanc. 21-4.
Start of the game. First few minutes, Jensen has only had 1 kill. He's 11-1 right now, and they're getting more.
And they're going to get Apollo on top of this one. Another pit shutdown as a knockdown Shifter. Legendary still for Jensen. Root on a Billy Boss. It's stopped out by Riposte, but guess what? He's got friends, he's got teammates, and down goes another player of Team Dignitas. 28-45 on the scoreboard for the time. 24-4 the actual kills in C9. The very aggressive game